Chapter 4, Strategic Capacity Management. Capacity. Capacity is the ability or the amount. Currently, our classroom has 12 seats. That means our classroom can hold up to 12 students. That ability, then the amount, 12 seats. So capacity is the ability to hold, receive, store, or accommodate the amount of output that a system is capable of achieving over a specific period of time. Period of time, like an hour. If a machine can produce 100 items per hour, so per hour period of time, the machine can produce 100 that amount. Strategic capacity management, determining the overall capacity level. I didn't count how many exactly the cash counter at Walmart, but just approximately 20. If there are 20, this moment, there are 20 pay center, and then each pay center can handle up to 20 customers per hour. In that case, the store's capacity is 400. If customer size per hour is like 100, then 300 is kind of waste, cost, or the unnecessary cost. If customer size is per hour like 600, then 600 minus 400, then remaining 400 over the capacity. That case, maybe a long waiting line. So maybe not some customers wait, but some customer doesn't go. So lose customer, and then next time customer doesn't come, they will come. So lose customer if enough there is enough capacity, then they can sell. But uh, the capacity is less than the customer size. That case, anyway, both case, too much capacity or less capacity than customer size, either side cost, unnecessary cost or opportunity cost. So try to find the optimal level of capacity. That is strategic capacity management. So determining overall capacity level to optimal level, that is strategic capacity management. Capacity utilization rate. Capacity utilization rate is capacity used divided by best operating level. Capacity used, the level of output actually achieved, and then divided by best operating level. Best operating level is at which average unit cost is minimized. If a company needs a machine to produce something, okay, first, then let's say the machine cost is $1,000. Then if this company produce only one item using this $1,000 machine, then cost is $1,000. Produce two, then cost is $500 each unit cost. And three, 1,000 divided by 3 is $333 per unit. And produce four, then $250 per unit like this. Increase the volume or capacity, then the unit cost decrease. So from our PowerPoint slide, increase capacity or volume, then unit cost decrease. And from certain point, unit cost increase. So this point, the lowest unit cost level is best operating level. Best operating level is not maximum level. Maximum capacity is usually right side of best operating level. This one is maximum, max capacity. If more human resource, more workers needed, labor-oriented system, such as a service system, best operating level is about 70% of maximum capacity. And then if using more machine-oriented system, production system, manufacturing system, usually best operating level in production system is 80% of maximum capacity. Say again, if it is a service system using more human resource and labor, then best operating level is 70% of maximum capacity. If it is production system using more machine, then best operating level is 80% of maximum capacity. Then Next, economies of scale and diseconomies of scale. A plant gets larger and volume increases. The average cost per unit of output drops. So increase volume or capacity, then unit cost drop, decrease, and a certain point increase again. So this side from best operating level, left side is economies of scale. And this economies of scale, when the size of a plant becomes too large, this economies of scale become a problem. If increasing volume or capacity, then average unit cost increase. So this side, right side of best operating level is this economies of scale. So if a system is in economies of scales, then it's better to increase capacity or volume. If a system is in this economies of scale side, then don't increase volume or capacity. It's better decrease capacity or volume to get unit cost low. Next one is the experience curve. Another name of this curve is learning curve. First time, when we do something, then we don't know how to do it. So maybe it takes long or cost is high. But the same job again and again, then they know. They learn or experience from previous, learn something from a previous experience and so on. Then repeat again the same job. Then we can do the job faster and cheaper. So repeat again and again, the unit cost drop like this. Curve or straight. Next week, we will cover chapter 4A. Then we will talk about more this experience curve or learning curve. Capacity planning, considerations in adding capacity. If we need increased capacity, then we should consider these things. First, maintaining system balance. If a system has three multiple, this case, an example, three activities or jobs, then this activity or job capacity is 100 per hour. Second one, 50, and third one is 100. Then total systems capacity is 50 because of this one. So 50 waste, 50 waste. If we increase this capacity 100, then this total systems capacity is 100. So when we consider increase or adding capacity, then we should consider system balance. And frequency of capacity, when we need add or increase capacity, then we should consider if increase small by small gradually or increase a lot. Then wait until next time, then increase a lot, then wait until next time, and so on like this. We cannot say which method is better, increase gradually or increase a lot, and then next time a lot like this, frequently, not frequently. We cannot say which one is better because depending on the economic condition, types of product, market condition. So many factors affect frequency of increasing. So we cannot say which one is better, but we should consider if we increase capacity frequently, gradually, or uh, a lot, not frequently like this. And additions, external sources of capacity. When we need increasing capacity, then if we can increase capacity internally, then increase capacity internally. But sometimes we cannot increase our capacity internally, then we use external capacity. Our class, operations management, is in management areas. So usually we used classroom in McGowan Center building. But this time, uh, because of pandemic, so keep distance. So the classroom capacity decrease. So we need more classrooms. So to hold all classes, management related classes in McGowan building cannot hold all classes. So our classroom is assigned in liberal art center. It's like that. If we use classroom, increase capacity or expand the classroom in a McGowan building, that is internal addition in internal source, but cannot add capacity internally. So use external source. So this building, Liberal Arts Center, is external source to management department, like that. So there are two types of additions, external sources of capacity. First one is outsourcing, and the second one is capacity sharing. Difference between outsourcing and capacity sharing is outsourcing. If we don't have that function, even though we don't have that function, we can use that function. That is outsourcing. For example, I will go. This is the border between Alabama and Georgia. Then the highway cross I-85, and in Georgia side there is a Kia plant. Then here is Montgomery, Alabama. Then in Montgomery, Hyundai plant. When we drive on Highway 85, this way or this way, we can see a sign here, assembly plant. Plant. There is a sign. And then somewhere here, Hyundai manufacturing plant sign there. Because Kia, especially this Kia plant, don't produce anything. Bring all parts from suppliers, then just assembly. Hyundai produce engine, then other parts from outside, bring all parts outside. It's like that. Kia doesn't have the function manufacturing function, the engine. So, but bring engine from Hyundai and then produce, assemble car. So Kia doesn't have a function to produce tire, engine, fender, instrument panel, door, but bring all parts from outside, then assemble. So they are suppliers. They are outsourcing company for Kia. And they also, this engine shop is a supplier of Kia plant. So outsourcing. So outsourcing, we don't have that function, but use others' function. Outsourcing company's function, still we can do. That is outsourcing. And capacity sharing, we have that function, but because of the limited capacity, use others' capacity. Here, at Hyundai plant, Hyundai produce, I'm not sure if you are familiar with the Hyundai cars model, Hyundai car models. Here, Hyundai plant, Hyundai produce Sonata, and Elantra. Passenger cars produce two models of passenger cars. In a Kia plant, they produce Kia Sorento, then Hyundai Santa Fe, SUV models. In Kia plant, they produce Hyundai Santa Fe. So Hyundai has the function produce Santa Fe, but because of the limited capacity to produce two models, use Kia's capacity produce Santa Fe, Hyundai Santa Fe. So that is capacity sharing example. Many cases, Toyota use Chevy's plant to produce Toyota car. That also capacity sharing example. Back. By the way, last week I gave you assignment number 1. Some of you didn't submit the assignment 1. I extended the due date by midnight on Saturday. So if you didn't submit yet, please do it and submit by Saturday night. Theory of constraint. When we produce something or give service, because of limited resources, so we should allocate limited resources to optimal way, optimal level in terms of minimize cost, maximize profit for sales. So allocating a limited resource. That is theory of constraint. We will talk about this theory of constraints when we cover linear programming later. Break-even analysis. We will talk about this break-even analysis. Stop here and then next record lecture talk about this. Okay.